let's be brutally honest here. Nobody saw this coming. Like, nobody thought that this was going to happen. We are in a situation, folks, where if the car isn't in stock, you ain't getting a deal on it. Hell, if the car is in stock, but they don't have many, you ain't getting a deal on it. If the car is even remotely desirable at this point, chances are, if you're not kicking ass at the dealership, you're not getting a deal on it. In this video, what I want to talk about is the current state of car sales, what it's looking like, what you should be doing, how long you should be waiting until things get back to normal. What is happening, guys? Ari here from Boston Automotive Consulting, and as always, this video is brought to you by SaveOnMyAuto.com. SaveOnMyAuto.com is a resource you can use so that you can shop around for the best possible deal. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing, because this whole channel is dedicated to giving you everything you're going to need to know so that you can negotiate your best possible deal. The situation is such, folks, that over the last few months, production drastically slowed down. The dealerships, they're not flooded with inventory. They're not looking to move as many units as possible right now because there are no units to be had. Supply is down. Originally, when all this started, we weren't projecting that this would last this long. We really didn't. To the point where dealerships were like, okay, we'll be good with the amount of inventory we have for a little while, and in the meantime, we can resume sales as normal. The first couple months of the pandemic, people were clearing really good deals. However, once people got up and realized, hey, this would probably be a good time to buy a car, a lot of people got up and decided, hey, this would probably be a good time to buy a car. Dealerships at this point are hearing, hey, but I thought because coronavirus, like I could get a really good deal right now. They've been inundated with people coming in thinking they're the only ones crazy enough to buy a car. The fact of the matter is, folks, a ton of Americans at this point in the US are crazy enough to go out and buy a car right now because of the pandemic. Now, the workaround to all this, to try and make this all sort of work. Let's say, for example, two different hypothetical scenarios. We've got, like I mentioned in a previous video about a few days ago, we've got two vehicles. We've got a Toyota Corolla and we've got a Toyota Tacoma. With the Toyota Tacoma inventory being slim to none, and with the Corolla having, a decent amount of inventory sitting on the ground, the likelihood of seeing a deal at invoice or better is going to be far better on the Toyota Corolla than is on the Toyota Tacoma. And even more so, the issue with not seeing deals at under invoice is because they now have people bidding for cars that they don't have inventory for. As in Toyota Tacomas, if you're seeing it and it's available, a vehicle like that is seeing offers at MSRP, at the actual cost that they have on the window sticker. In a similar situation, invoice price on a Toyota Corolla is not the best deal. But the issue is because there's not a massive amount replenishing every single day, dealers know that, hey, if this guy is not willing to pay the price that I'm asking for, I need to hold on to this car because I do have a steady flow of customers right now. So if the inventory itself had been replenishing at a rapid rate and the dealer's like, okay, I need as many customers as I could possibly get for that Toyota Corolla, the dealer is going to be giving it away at under invoice no matter what, no problem. He'll give it away because he knows he's got, for every one that he sells, he's got like two more coming on the way. That's not the case right now. For every one that dealer sells, he has maybe half coming in. So the issue is that the moment that they start giving away cars, they don't have any other cars replenishing as quickly as they did, so they can't actually make any profit. The science behind all this, folks, the reason why dealerships are not willing to cut deals below invoice at this point is because they can't hit volume bonuses if they don't have volume. If they don't have cars coming in, they can't hit goals. So when that presents itself as an issue, now instead of the dealership focusing so hard on a volume bonus, what the dealership now is trying to do is focus so hard on getting profit from the actual markup in the car, from the actual markup that's taking place in the car. And when there's not that happening, let's say for example on the Toyota Corolla, guess what? A lot more games are going to be played on, say, interest rates, on, say, added accessories, added, I don't know, warranty products, insurance products. The game doesn't stop. Whenever profit is stripped from a vehicle, or say there's no volume bonus to be had, say you live in like a really, really rural area, the dealerships love to play games when there's no goals, when there's no incentives to be hit. My best advice, the way to go around all this, guys, if it's a hot vehicle that you're looking for, consider buying from a different state. If that state is also giving you some trouble, hold off as much as you can. Hold off until inventory starts to replenish. Hold off 2 months, hold off 3 months, do what you gotta do. But if the car is in stock, if the car is there, if it's physically there, by not shopping around the deal, by not really using techniques that my grandfather used to use from back in the day, waiting until the end of the month, waiting until a sales event like a July 4th, Labor Day, Thanksgiving, what have you, not using these old ways of negotiating, in addition to the new ways of negotiating, such as, watching a video that I post up on how to negotiate these particular cars, you got to combine as many efforts as you possibly can. I know I'm moving around my hands a lot in this video, but there's a lot of stress that I need to put on this particular matter. Waiting a tiny bit on a car that is seemingly not in stock is probably going to be your best route, or going out of state. If the car is in stock, consider shopping around, getting a little dirty with asking for a quote, insisting on an emailed quote, and then handing to another dealership and insisting that dealership beat it, only to come back to a third dealer and a fourth dealer, doing what you got to do to beat the dealer at their own game of holding you at invoice or above. God damn it, man. It's getting a little bit stressful, but the good news is that for any vehicle that has been in stock for quite some time, because we're nearing the end of the model year for most vehicles, we're going to start seeing some deals arise, at the very least, from the manufacturer. And if you're not seeing deals arise from the manufacturer, then chances are the end of that model year is not soon for that vehicle. Specifically, if you're looking at a Honda Accord, the end of the model year doesn't typically happen until the end of the year. If you're looking at, say, a BMW X5, the end of the model year is in like September. So the idea is for you to shop around for the best deal using resources like SaveOnMyAuto.com. Connect with as many dealerships as you possibly can. Leverage as many as you can to get the best possible deal. And if you found this information useful, please consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.